Resurrection!
And yo, it's time for it, everybody, once again. Sticks or pads, don't matter if you're a foe or a friend. Go and boot that shit up, run the set, first to three. We got pride on the line, looking for that victory. Got the meaties and the anti-airs on lock, the nooch supreme. We got set play like Windex, you'll be saying that we're clean. So without further ado, holler out, let's fucking go. Join us in the barnyard and let's kick off the show.
Don't touch that dial. It's that time once again, so get yourselves comfy. Introducing the dynamic duo, the Boomer and the Zoomer, the hosts who boast the most roast. Ya boys Khanage and Ol Mate Barry are here to take you down to the Bahnyard, where the banner is free and the hosts are surprisingly even more free. Take it away, you filthy animals.
Hey, what's cracking, you lovely motherfuckers? Welcome to another tantalizingly tasteful installment of The Barnyard, where all good FGC legends come to die. I am joined by my always handsome and endearing co-host, Khanage. How you doing, friend?
Yo, I'm doing pretty alright. It's pretty cold, grey, miserable here in Melbourne, but we're gonna have a good time, so it'll be alright.
I wish I could say the same, but it's actually quite bright, sunny, and humid over here in the wonderful state of the South Wales of New. So,
that's pretty good.
Maybe perhaps this interesting contrast may provide quite the exciting backdrop for today's guest. Damn, that's probably the most coherent intro we've ever done.
That was Shakespearean.
That was really
almost.
good. Fuck, we're alright.
That's pretty good.
We're alright. We should.
Yeah, we do have a special guest.
We do have a special guest, and today we're going to be introducing that special guest without the need for sponsorships or anything of the sort, which we are totally not working on right now. Pilot erectile dysfunction tablets, please sponsor me.
Please, God knows I need it.
Please, good lord, I have trouble. But for now, let's introduce our guest, TrashTierHuman. How you doing, friend?
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm good. That was quite the intro.
I honestly think if we're not getting sponsorships by the end of this run, it's Khan's fault.
It's my fault.
I'm already doing the hard yards here.
I think every company that produces some kind of penis enhancement pill needs to hit you guys up.
Really, honestly,
all of them.
Yeah.
Good lord. So tell us a little bit about yourself. For those of you out there who do not know this wonderful man, give us a bit of an insight to the inner machinations of the mind of the TrashTierHuman himself.
I'm a loud asshole that screams at video games.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
he's
that's
on
pretty
the fucking ball.
That's basically
He's also
what I do.
from America, so that's pretty cool.
I'm an import. So you were running out of commentators, I heard, so they called me in. Nah,
Yeah.
There's only so many grassroots motherfuckers we can pull from the bracket to do commentary before we have to actually start getting some good ones in.
No, listen, man. Look, I'm an asshole and I like to scream at video games, bro. So somebody put me on the mic and thought it was a good idea for me to talk my shit, and it kind of went from there.
You do, in fact, love to see it.
Me too. We all love to see it. If you guys love to see it, give us a sub.
Give us a sub over at twitch.tv/Khanage5.
Sorry, open your fucking wallet and give some money, goddammit.
Hit this motherfucker. He really needs it, dude.
I actually do need it. I'm so fucking broke. Holy shit.
You're in the FGC after all. There's no money to be fucking made here.
Bro, why are people telling me that now? After all the time that I put in. Why am I being told now that you guys are broke as shit?
How do you think I feel? I co-ran an org and all I got were peanuts, man. I was expecting bitches, yachts, and fucking HyperX headphones. I got nothing.
Yusuf got the yachts. Dude, Yusuf got the yachts. All you got is emotional baggage. The poorest African citizen is just a billionaire compared to us, the Oz FGC.
Damn, son, it's actually sad days, dude.
It's rough out here, bro.
You do, in fact, hate to see it.
You do.
So, I yell at video games, and on the side to get the money in, I'm fucking trying to put a game out there, so keep an eye out.
Oh, you have anything to sort of drip in about that?
It's a horror game, and I intend to make you shit your pants while you play it.
I mean, I'll shit my pants for free if you want me to.
I'll do it, yeah.
We will literally do it on command. We are desperate podcast hosts. We've got nothing going for us.
Yeah, we took a bunch of laxatives before this. So when you say the word, and we
You know when you eat like those,
start
you know when you eat
blasting.
those like fucking breath mints that like apparently if you eat too many of them, you have a laxative effect?
Oh yeah.
Really?
That was
I
my
haven't heard of
threat
that.
the last bracket I was in. I literally sat there making eye contact with the guy just eating breath mints, and I'm like, just try and beat me in bracket. See what happens.
You gotta get a pack of that sugarless gum and like hit them all at once. That'll really get you going.
Dead ass, I've been looking for those like the sugar-free gummy bears just so I can like not eat them, but just have them with me at a table anytime I'm in bracket, being like, see what fucking
Just
happens.
a vague threat.
See what
Just
fucking happens.
Slap that shit
Try
on the
me.
console before you start, bro. It'll be good. Just look him dead in the eye. Say, I'll open these, man. I swear to God, I will.
I'll do it. I'm
open
crazy, man. I'll do it. Don't tempt me.
them. Yeah. Fucking let him know. Let him know. Shit my pants right here, right now.
Before we jump into the topic, I do actually, now that you mention that, I do want to bring this up, and I feel that this is something that I would like your opinion on personally. It has nothing to do with commentary, but I value you as a person, and I feel that your insights have helped me through some of the toughest times of my life. So this is something that I feel that you can help me with here. So for those of you in the New South Wales scene, Gangster, Henry, Street Fighter guy.
Yes.
I remember it was
He's
one
a
of-
homie. He's a homie.
He,
He's a
we
Chad.
fucking love him. I fucking love the guy to bits. I remember having the talk of like TOing with him, and I was like, "What constitutes for a DQ?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, what if I were to shit my pants in bracket? Like, what if I were to just like I'd mid-set and it just goes?" And he's like,
way.
he's like, "Well, obviously, yeah." I'm like, "But what if like I can't control it? What if it's a medical thing?" And then he's like,
Yeah, is that
well,
discrimination?
Yeah, but then he's like, "Oh, well, surely, like, do I have to, like, maybe hand the TO a piece of paper?" It's like, okay, just before I play in your Street Fighter 6 bracket today, I want to let you know that I have horrible IBS, and I've also eaten a bunch of sugar-free gummy bears.
I also have one square miniature wet wipe in case it goes to shit, literally.
Every round that passes, I roll out another sheet of paper in preparation for the Oppenheimer experience.
Every drive impact landed is just another Woppenheimer.
It's a Woppenheimer.
But
But that being said, what's your opinion on that? What's your opinion?
DQ? What like DQ worthy shit is?
But why would it be DQ though? Because what if I can't control it?
Who can't? Yeah, but okay. Wait a second. Though.
You want me to cork my asshole before bracket? Like, what's
Yes.
this?
Wouldn't it be-
Yeah, or
wouldn't it be a health
wear a
hazard?
goddamn fucking scented diaper or some shit. Like if you can't control your bowels in that manner,
It'd
why
be a
are
health
you showing up
hazard.
without proper equipment, bro? Who's on fault? Like that? Like that's like just coming into the
Yeah,
scene
but
and being like,
of how unprepared they are, why would I be prepared to do that? Like, let's consider
because you're shitting your pants, bro.
Let's just make this the topic for the episode.
You're shitting your pants. This is. We're talking about actual shit, not metaphorical shit. We're talking about literal
I hope
shit.
no one's eating while watching this.
I hope you guys are eating. I want you to envision.
Enjoy your dinner.
I
This
want
is-
you to envision it. Okay. I want you to like smell it while you're eating.
I can't
your
believe
food.
that
It's
the,
that vivid.
The home release of the Barnyard will come with the return of
VHS.
smell-o-vision.
I was gonna say, that's 4D, you can feel it, you can smell it, you can hear it.
Remember those old
That's another
Nickelodeon
sponsor
DVDs
for
with
you.
like the scratch and sniff?
If there's like a diaper company out there, could you please sponsor us?
We I think we did
There's quite a
try to
few.
we tried to petition that in our pilot episode, and we still have not been contacted by Huggies. It's
I know,
disgusting.
It's a shame. It
You
is.
just
yeah,
gotta,
Huggies,
you gotta
stop
get the
fucking-
name out there.
I am
people.
literally
That's all.
giving
It's
them the
season
pitch.
one.
I am literally
season
giving
one,
them the
don't worry.
pitch. This is so bullshit. Am
I'll
I
do
not
it. We'll
famous
manifest
enough
it
for you?
Chipotle.
Have I not sat in enough sneaker chairs for you?
Oh no.
Fuck you, capitalism, you piece of shit.
Hey! Hey, wait a second. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Bro, this is the only chance we got to make any goddamn money in this scene. Don't be blaspheming now,
Oh, true,
Charles.
true.
Like,
That was a non-canon sentiment. Anybody who's willing to give me money, please disregard that. That was just a funny
Yes.
hee hee ha ha.
That was just a bit. That was just
It was
banter,
a funny
banter.
joke. It was a rapscallion
Yeah, it was a
hootenanny.
scallywag comment.
It was a hootenanny.
But listen, on the
Shit,
real
man.
though, when it comes to DQs, I think that if you have some kind of condition where you just shit your pants out of pure excitement or anxiety or whatever, you land like a wombo combo and you kind of just like you let a little one out and you can't control it, probably should wear a diaper, and that will be on you to get DQ'd.
I'll do that OA channel. Hit a Marvel combo so fat that I just shit myself.
You get the 2-finger test basically. So like if your finger reaches below belt level when investigating people's assholes and it comes out brown, then you know you're fucking out the venue. Like, you gotta go.
You got someone willing to perform
You gots to
fucking
go.
cavity searches outside of the fucking venue.
I was gonna say there's someone at the front door. It's like, alright, pants off, seeing if you have a diaper on or not.
Ozhado staff are not being paid enough to deal with this next
Yusuf is
generation.
gonna do that. It's Yusuf's job. It's Yusuf's
I
job.
can't believe Yusuf has spent all these years toiling away for the FGC he loves so much, only to
He
end up
neglected
being the
diaper
cavity
fund,
man.
bro. That's some fucked up shit.
Oh,
They
that's
should have been handing out diapers along with the mask back when we had COVID lockdowns too. Actually,
you're right,
to
you're
be
right.
honest.
oh shit. Fucking well.
No,
Anyway,
but don't shit though. That's the point. though,
Speaking-
Barry. Don't
Yeah,
shit,
that's the
please.
moral of the story.
speaking of shit, today's topic has nothing to do with shit. So we're gonna hop into
Oh.
today's topic. Today's
Oh,
the-
excuse me.
The name of today's episode is eloquently titled, "Is it gonna kill? Let's go." Insert
Oh, God.
line here. Now, you being the predominant commentator you are, I want to know firsthand from you, where did you get your start in, like, just commentary in general? What made you, like, want to jump into that shit?
Oh, this is actually a very anticlimactic story, to be honest.
You feel free to dramatize it all you want. We can lie. Feel free to lie all you want.
There's
You can
plenty
have
of
it all,
shit I
yeah.
could dramatize, but this one I think it's better just to tell it how it is.
hit us.
I made Sendo respect Krillin in DBFZ on the PS4 lobby days. Back in the day, season 2.
Back in what, like
since this character sucks.
2018 or some shit?
Nah.
Was season
it
2
like,
2018 or 2019?
It was 2018 to 2019.
2018.
Don't ask me actual dates though.
No,
but
it was
I'm pretty
2018, I
sure
remember.
It was 2019. Was
Season
it?
2 was 18.
Right. It was late. It was like mid-late season.
I remember
ran
because
into him.
I flew to Japan
Yeah.
and I entered a Fighting Tuesday and I got bullied by that one like kid who made like fucking Event Hubs articles for playing like Kid Goku with his dad at tournaments. Because I remember sitting down next to him and I'm like, oh, this guy's a kid. I'm gonna fucking mud stomp him. And he picked the Kid Goku team.
Nah.
And I'm like, well, I had fun
Yeah,
in
he
this
fucked
single
you up.
elimination bracket.
Yeah, he was a menace back in the day. I gotta say, fuck you, Goku. But fucking short characters aside, not including Krillin. Anyone that whoops my ass, I want to play him more, right? Because that's how I'm gonna fucking learn. That's how I'm really gonna get better at the video games. So
New players
I hit
take
him
notes
up.
of that for the love of fucking God.
Yes,
take
you need
notes.
Yeah, you need to stop. Losing is not bad.
Losing's okay.
Losing
Part
is
of the
actually
process.
losing's actually good because that means that you found someone that is calling your bullshit out and you need to adjust and learn like why am I getting called out like this. So
Yeah, exactly.
losing's good. If you're winning all the time, then it's probably you probably just picking on lower level.
You're not playing the right
players.
people if you're winning all the time.
you're jerking off, bro.
By playing
You're
fighting
not learning,
games, you're
just
like
jerking
you're a
off.
loser by default. So like, just accept your like, accept
Exactly.
your fucking
No one ever
title
cured
and
cancer
own
playing
it.
fighting games.
Anyway, so long story shorter, at least a little bit shorter. I ran into Sendo again, and I went to send him a friend request, and I realized we already were friends. And I hit him up in messages, and we were laughing about the matches. And after that, I realized we were both from the States, living in Australia. And sometime after that, I had a failed attempt at Kickstarter for one of the first game projects I was working on, and it just flopped. I reached like halfway to my goal. It's not bad, but no one knew who the fuck I was. So I was like, okay, you know what? I love fighting games, and people need to know who the fuck I am. So let me start streaming. And after talking with Sendo, I was like, bro, we should just stream together. Like, fuck this. I was going to do this anyway. Why don't you come with me? And Sendo's a super, like, that man is super entrepreneurial, bro.
Shout out
First
to
of all, he's
Sendo.
like a brother.
Fucking
to me at
love
this
that
point.
guy.
Yeah, shout out to
Sendo.
Sendo.
Fucking love Sendo.
Sendo's a real one. Sendo's a real one at this point. He's like he's practically my brother. Like we're very close. So when we started streaming, he said, "Yo, we need commentators." I said, "Fuck it, just you and me. We'll talk shit on the mic," and that's how I got into commentating when we launched the Sendo Savage crew back in the day.
And
That
it's
was
grown.
literally it.
And it's grown like so much since then. Like
Grown exponentially.
Sendo Savage Crew has
kinda
just
fucking
become
ridiculous.
it's become its own fucking like little mini community now, which is so wild to see.
It's kind of ridiculous, yeah. I love the motherfuckers in the crew, bro. Everyone that comes by and watches and shit. It's actually wild. And
Yeah, like-
I have no intention of quitting ever. Like this shit
That's
is gonna.
good.
I'm gonna be doing it.
Well,
until, like, I'm
I
on my
genuinely think
deathbed.
our community needs it because it's definitely inspired people to like really want to get out there and put out more events per se that aren't adhering to this like esports narrative. Like something about it's just raw, and I fucking love that. Like every time I tune into like the exhibition nights you guys run, or just anything for that matter, I know I'm gonna get like pure, fucking unfiltered FGC content.
Oh yeah, we have
and it's
no
so
filter.
good.
We have no filter. Like okay,
You're on the right place.
yeah, bro, put me at a major and like I can flip that shit switch. Right? Like I can do the professional shit. I can control my language. I can make sure I don't say some cap shit. Sendo Savage Crew? Nah, fuck. Nah.
Well, that's
No
specifically
funky.
why for Floating Point, I remember I picked you to do commentary for the fucking Street Fighter exhibition, because I was like, I know, because I made a rule, for those of you who don't know out there, I made a rule to everyone participating, all the commentators, myself and Millie, who were the MCs for it, who also played in it. I said, I do not want handshakes, I do not want compliments, I do not want any niceties. I want you guys to be as fucking feral as possible.
Oh yeah, we'll talk that good shit.
And
Talk that good shit.
everyone was having such a fucking ball with it. And I'm like, as I said, like, I know you can do that, and you can make that shit so fucking interesting, which is something that's really hard to find a balance for. Because there's a very fine line between, like, fun talking shit and, like, just being an asshole. Like, you have... Like,
Yeah.
and I've heard
Yeah.
both.
Shout out to
I have heard like commentators
Yeah,
that like try to have those bants. I'm not gonna name who in our region who has done that, but there's been times where they try to like have like funny haha bants, and it just comes off as quite demeaning, and that's not productive. Whereas what I was hearing you do, I'm like, this is fucking funny, but it also elevates the event.
Bro, I mean, look, I got a trash can on my fucking head. I don't take myself seriously at all. You know, I am a meme essentially. So if anyone is there to make fun of it, it's fucking me, dude. So yeah, like that's definitely part of the character that I play. Not to say that it isn't the real me. That is the me. That is the real me. When I'm commentating, that is genuine shit. But
As someone who has had many a
definitely lead into
conversation
the
with
shit
you in
talk.
real life, I can attest to this. You are 100% real. 100% real. The way you are on mic and the way you are like now is exactly the way you are in person, and I fucking adore that. I adore that shit.
I guess I got lucky because people, at least most people, enjoy it. So you know, the commentary has been pretty solid. I love what I do. I'm also really grateful, and I'm still always kind of humbled and surprised to hear that, you know, SSC's fucking inspiration for other people in the scene and shit. I never imagined. I always wanted to put on a good time. That was always the intention, was to put on a good performance. I love fighting games.
Yeah.
I love the competitive aspect. I think that, you know, like a lot of the, I guess let me start here. One of the things that really kind of inspired me to take this more lax but like really fucking vibrant approach on the mic is, I'm watching an event. It's got to be fun for the spectators, but the players also have to be able to go back and hear, like, yeah, the commentators were fucking picking up on the shit that I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And actually respect it. It's not just like, oh, you fucked up. Oh, you know, it's or just, you know, I'm no shade to other commentators. Don't take me wrong. That's not what I'm doing. But I personally, for me, if you're not, you can go off script, but if you are not talking about the shit on screen while it's happening, what are you doing? What are you doing, my
that's
guy?
another. Well, that's another thing too. Like, I feel you got to find the balance for. Like, but also like, to me,
it's
like,
balance.
Yeah,
because it is.
like,
it can't work. It can't work. It's just, you got to be careful about that shit, man.
See, like, I've always believed that you can play into the off topic a bit if you can somehow lead it back into what you're doing. Like,
Yes.
again, like, because I've always found hyper analytical, like, borderline mechanical even commentary to be some of the most boring shit on earth. Like, most of the time, I think any time I'll do commentary with someone, I'll always, like, have a running joke with them, like, alright guys, now it's time to get serious. No more fun.
Guys.
Esports time. And we'll do a whole round.
Is better.
We'll do a whole fucking round where we're just like, oh yes, that's a fantastic frame punish there. Ooh, yes.
I think we did that at BAM.
We did do that for Tatsunoko, and then you followed it up with the Michael Jackson line. So that was the perfect balance.
Look, that's
should be.
That's why it's also important to how you team people up, man.
Yeah.
Because you can have the hyper analytical as long as you've got it with a hype guy. The commentator balance is extremely important. I think is often
They gotta play off each other.
Well, that's it. So it's like every commentary style can work. It's just, is it balanced? And every time I get on the mic, I'm constantly thinking like, okay, I got to do right by the players, but I got to do right by the spectators too, man. Because without spectators, who gives a fuck, right? Just as much as without the players, who gives a fuck? There's no show without the players, but then who are we broadcasting to if no one's watching?
Exactly.
So it's this fine, difficult balance to play between satisfying both sides of the aisle. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, because like and it's the reality of the situation. Like, I can watch gameplay footage on YouTube. I can go into the game and like go and watch replays from there. What are you offering me that makes me want to stick around and watch this?
Exactly.
You have
what are you offering that I can't get from James Chen and Tasty Steve Street Fighter 6 in-game content?
Oh my god.
I am still waiting for them to find a way to like mod custom
Low-tier
commentators.
God.
I want the low tier god mod, my guy.
I want low tier God and Dark Side Phil. That's the pinnacle of the FGC, surely.
He wasn't pushing anything.
It was lag.
What happened? What happened? What happened?
I didn't do that at OHN.
Fucking
it was lag. It was rollback.
You get hit with a fucking raw super. You should kill yourself now.
Now.
Fucking brain dead Ryu Ken players, fucking evolve. Why are you still playing Ken?
This motherfucker's
And
doing
fucking Street Fighter
strong.
6.
What a trunky picking JP. Get out of here.
If you pick JP, the entire round is just the commentators giving you shit.
We need more made-up slurs, bro. I need more tronkies in my vocabulary.
Trunky, bro. Yeah.
We need to get back to work on that, Khan, because the two that we have so far, we've got Spocko and we've got Tronky.
We need to find a third one.
We need
just
to invent
complete
a
the Trinity.
third slur.
Oh, that sounds horrible out of context, but we'll think of one. I don't want to force it though. Like, let it
You
come
gotta
naturally.
let it just happen. You gotta let it happen.
It's gotta be right in the moment.
I reckon
It's gonna come
something's gonna
naturally.
happen to like OHN where we have one of those like. Have you seen the original Blues Brothers movie?
No, I have not.
Okay,
my
so
God,
there's like a
that's a
scene where
throwback,
where Jake Elwood is in the chapel, and
Okay.
there's like a light that shines down from the glass. He's just like,
Probably.
"Do you see the light?" He's like, "Yes." And that's gonna be us when we find that new word.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a
Look at
light
the
that
right
shines down from like. It's gonna be like fucking I don't know. Yusef like flashing a torchlight or some shit. It's gonna be like, "Oi, do you see the light?" It'll be
It's
like,
just the
"Yes, I
light
do."
glinting off his
Insert new
forehead.
slur here.
Shining at us. That'd be awesome.
That's gonna be our
Anyway.
that's gonna be our payment to you. We'll eventually
Yeah.
invent a new slur just for you.
I'm looking forward
Just
to
for
it.
TCH.
That's
I'm
it.
looking forward to it.
Whenever we use it, he'll get royalties, so it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Instead of fucking like 2 cents here and there. That'd be good.
Well, anyway,
So
anyway,
my stick of gum.
you mentioned by meeting Sendo, that's sort of like how you got your start and how you really jumped into it. That to me is one of the arguably biggest examples of how important networking really is when you're trying to like make your start and shit. And
Oh yeah.
a lot of these newer guys don't really, from what I've seen, don't really appreciate just how important it is to be networking and like I wouldn't say ass kissing per se, but
It's who you know, not what you know.
exactly like selling yourself
Yeah.
as someone that like is worthwhile to work with and have around, and we can both learn things from each other.
That's what we're doing on this podcast.
Exactly. I tolerate you and you worship me.
Yeah.
But
That's the, balanced dynamic.
it's a
we
good
have.
dynamic to have, honestly.
it's
this
pretty
is the
healthy.
way we work. You like me, I tolerate you.
Exactly.
What?
The worst thing that
bless.
can happen is that they say no and tell you to wear scented diapers because you're a smelly asshole. that really is the worst thing.
Look,
that can
Last
happen.
time,
So who
I
gives a
can't
shit?
control it. It's a condition.
See,
Look,
you say
I
that as a
stopped giving
bad
shit
thing.
a long time ago.
You say that
man.
as a bad thing. I'm getting free diapers out of the exchange, so who's the real loser?
Good point.
Who's
Exactly.
the real
Who's
fucking loser?
You're right.
It ain't me.
Exactly. Take a look in the mirror.
Yeah, you dumb cunt. But
Yeah, I stopped caring a long time ago, brothers. I'm not gonna lie. A long time ago.
we're all in synchronized shitting ourselves right now as we speak. That's a
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like
what?
we're on our menstrual cycle together. I'm sorry, Barry. I keep cutting you
no.
off from this inevitable question that I'm running away
It's
from.
gonna be a
You're
really
expose
good
me
question,
again.
I assure
It's gonna
you.
be good. All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Go ahead.
What advice could you give to these like newer guys who are looking to like, let's say, become eventual commentators, and it expands out further, or even like TOs or event organizers or anything of the sort? What advice would you give to them in regards to networking? Because from what I know of you and what I see on the regular, you are very well connected to the community in that regard. Like I cannot think of an event in our community, like one of the like more or less the grassroots startups, that you haven't in some form appeared with.
That's actually crazy. Yeah, you're right. I don't even think about
He's
this
fucking
shit, man.
everywhere,
It's
bro.
you
just always
can't
naturally
get
do it.
rid
He's
of
too
me,
good.
dude. If you don't like me, you're in deep shit.
Tough fucking
Because I'm
dude.
fucking everywhere, bro. Like,
It's too good.
He's like the clap. He ain't going anywhere.
God. Look, I would say this. I think the biggest thing is no matter what role you end up helping with, just put your hand up and fucking get in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You don't know the game? Like, honestly, dude, there are games that I've been asked to commentate, or there's commentating positions open. I'll sit down like a week before whatever event's gonna go down, and I will watch some professional tournament play. I'll read up the wiki, dust loop, whatever, and I will fucking research the game before I commentate. I've never played games. I've commentated on games I've never actually played before.
Yeah.
You just need to know, like, because there are transferable skills most of the time between fighting games. Let's be real. Okay, and I may not look at least with my style it tends to work because I may not know the name of the move, but I can come up with some shit that describes what's happening on screen and make it work and make it sound good.
Yeah.
Because you get the essence of what I'm fucking saying. And I'm fast enough to represent it. You're only gonna get good at doing this kind of stuff, especially with the commentary, if I feel you have to commentate multiple games, even if you don't know, like, as long as you do your basic research for them, you have to be confident in yourself that you're gonna be okay with your presentation. And every single time you commentate, you're going to tighten up your act. I remember listening back to some of my like original commentary videos when we started SSC way back, like the beginning. And it was like, people like that shit, but I look at it now, where I am after doing it for what, like 2.5 years or so, or 3 years. I look back at those videos now and say, oh my god, I was fucking garbage. Like, I was oh my god. Like, oh, Jesus, oh my god, yo, I said this phrase like 3 times in a row, there's no fucking variation. I missed out on this. The joke, like the trajectory of like my pitch and how I presented this fucking situation going down on screen was god awful. There was no real rhythm to it. It's like, nah, fuck that. So you have to be, I would encourage people that are new, be self-critical, learn from your fucking mistakes, take risks, like put yourselves in uncomfortable positions, like such as commentating games that you've never played before personally.
Or
and
just
make
like
it work.
from what you say there, like just being prepared and willing to sit back and like listen to what you've done in the past and really study it. Like, even if like you're going to be like, oh well, I didn't do great, the idea of being able to go back and look at where you could have improved upon and go, okay, well, next time I commentate, I'm not gonna say let's go fucking 10 times in a
10
single
times,
match,
yeah.
because it's so easy to do though.
It's very easy to do.
so easy to fall into that, or like
Yeah.
or just like put on an act where you just like, if you want to be like the hype commentator, like just going, oh, fucking, like for everything. Because if you make every moment a hype moment,
it's
eventually
fake. It gets fake.
Yeah, you're gonna burn out. The crowd's gonna burn out.
Insufferable.
You've really got to like
After a while,
know
it's
when to
insufferable.
fire off all cylinders.
You got to get used to hearing your own voice fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't care about how you sound. Don't worry, like that. I know everyone's initial response, including mine, was like cringe. Oh my god, I'm listening to myself. You gotta kill that quick. Who gives a fuck? Like, okay, you sound like a goofy motherfucker. That's how you sound, and that's it. But focus on, was my rhythm good? Was I on time? Did I stutter? Did I say some shit too much? Did I not call out something I should have? That's the shit that you need to focus on. And then outside of commentary, I would say in general, if you want to get involved in the FGC, it doesn't matter what role you end up playing, whether it's TOing or helping manage a stream or whatever. Step outside your comfort zone, just put your hand up. Because ultimately, that's how you're going to make contacts. That's how you're going to network. If you're involved in some way versus none at all, you're not going to meet anybody. So just go out there and do it. And you don't need to know, bro. Think it till you make it. Fuck it.
Being approachable too, like, because again, like I've noticed with a lot of these newer guys, this is their like first real community, or like this is their first foray into working for something bigger than themselves with a community of like-minded people. It's all about learning. Okay. Because you find yourself at that point of time. Okay, let's find a way to present myself in a way where I'm not a complete fuckwit. Or make that your personality, but just don't be too over the top with it. Find a balance there, I think.
Yeah, it's balance. It's all about balance.
Because you want to be
balance.
someone that people can go to and be like, hey, I really want to work with you. But you don't want to be too much to a point where they're like, oh man, being around that motherfucker drains my social battery quick than like...
Yeah.
The fucking good night out on fucking King's
Yeah,
Cross.
it drains my social battery faster than being on the Bahnyard.
Holy shit.
Mine's out right when we start. I cannot stand being around you, Khan.
I cannot stand being around you too. That's why it works.
I was gonna say hate you as a joke, but I don't actually. I value you as a person, and I really enjoy your company.
The feeling.
I thought you were going down the
reciprocal.
apathetic route, bro.
No, I can't stay mad at Baby Khan. I can't do it.
I can't do that too.
I can't. This motherfucker was born the same year as one of my favorite Marilyn Manson albums coming out. That still fucks with me.
I know.
That still fucks with me.
I'm not going to timestamp it because I know when you hate that, but I turned 20.
No, I find it fucking hilarious when you timestamp it because you just subconsciously do it all the time.
Alright, well 10 days ago I turned 20, so yeah, I'm still I'm an old man now.
What a shut the fuck up! What a baby!
Bro.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
That gets reactions out of everybody, it's so great.
Wait, so you're 20. Wait, TTH, how old are you?
Motherfucker, how old am I? I'm 36, bro.
Damn, I'm not the oldest for once. Let's go.
I'm the oldest motherfucker around, man.
Wait, I wasn't the oldest with Yusef either. Oh, good. This is nice.
Right.
This is really nice.
See,
Now you know what it's like to be me, Barry.
Why do you think I know so much about adult diapers and shit? Let's be real.
Good point. It's not your first rodeo.
He's been in the
It's not.
hyperbolic
Plenty of
time chamber
experience.
for quite a
I've shit
while.
myself plenty of times, man.
Oh, I can imagine.
So I wear that strong
for the
deodorant
boys,
though, so
dude.
people can't tell, bro.
That Lynx Africa. Please sponsor us.
No, that's not strong enough, man. You need
Sorry, no.
you need that fucking Mitchum shit, man. Like the real shit, the real man shit,
The real man.
the real manly man shit. Just
Damn.
you throw the whole deodorant stick down your pants, you call it a day.
It always
That's how
just goes
works.
back to shitting yourself.
I mean, look.
At the end of the day, isn't life like that?
Yes, exactly.
Isn't life
That's
just
level
like
rat
that in
on the
general?
Barnyard.
You know, it's all
Yes.
fun and games until
You're right.
someone defecates.
Well, you
There are
start
two-
out shitting your pants, or you're gonna end it shitting your pants. Bro.
Exactly, there are 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and shitting your pants.
This is true words. I'm glad we're imparting real knowledge on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, see, the
People
kid,
need to hear
the
it.
younger generation, even people even younger than myself, they might hear this and they're gonna learn valuable life lessons. They're gonna learn someday. Might as well be now.
They're gonna hear some 36-year-old bum talking about shitting his pants and commentating and shit.
Well, I mean, God bless. It's what they're gonna learn in this economy.
In this
Yeah.
fucking climate?
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna learn.
Well,
Fossil fuels.
speaking of shit, something that I do actually want to ask. We mentioned just before about the whole, let's say, like, you know, you're going like, let's go fucking like 10 times and
Will it kill?
will it kill? Whoa! He starts out with a fucking light confirmed round start. Will it kill?
Probably is. It probably isn't a kill.
I can't believe it didn't kill! Ah!
James Chen, is that you?
I can't believe it. Nice to meet you. It is me, John James Chen. But
John James
But,
Chen. Nice.
in regards to commentary, and this is something I want to know from you personally, from like your personal perspective, what are some of your commentary pet peeves? Like, when
Yes, I
you
was gonna ask
hear
this.
up-and-comers, or even guys in our community or internationally that are well established, what are some things that you hear and you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake, cunt?
I think, oh boy, this is a tough one. If I had to narrow it down to, let's say, two, I think one would be forcing a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, number one would be forcing a joke. So, and what I mean by that is, when you look, you can. Sometimes the shit you say is not going to be funny, and that's fine. Or some people find it funny, some people don't. That's okay. Yeah,
Comedy is a very subjective thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and also
Unless it's objective, and, you know, like this podcast is objectively not funny.
No,
yes,
it's objective. No, it is objectively fucking hilarious, cunt. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
We are the funniest people on God's green earth.
Oh my god.
Very
But
humble.
I mean,
but
look,
anyway.
it also comes down to how you deliver it and when it was delivered. Like, there's a lot of factors that play to determine
read the
whether
room.
something was funny. But I think the biggest thing is if it's not like an established joke, or if it didn't land excessively well the first time you said it, I feel like forcing that over and over and over again throughout the entire fucking broadcast afterwards because you were so impressed with that particular joke that you made, you fucking kill the performance, because now it's less about the match, it's less about the players, less about spectators, and it's more about you and your joke.
You're going into business for yourself at that point.
Well,
It's like, damn, bro, you got the whole squad laughing.
It's we're not, you know, like, okay, commentators are important, but, you know, we're not here to hear you ramble on about your fucking joke again and again and again. It's like, it's funny, let it hit the first time, let it marinate a little bit. Like, you don't want to continually say it over and over again. You fucking just keep flipping that shit and not letting it cook properly. You're fucking...
Good analogy.
Right? Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, like, for all you know, some of the people in the crowd might have found it funny, but by going in too much, they're going to be like, all right.
You just keep saying it!
It's like,
They're just like, oh, you ruined
that's his
it. It was funny the
personality
first
now. He's
time.
the guy.
It was funny the first time, but then you just kept saying it and you ruined it. Now it's not funny anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, so there's definitely some I'm gonna say caution to take when repeating a joke, or at least like with running gags, you have to be very careful with it. The other pet peeve I would say again is this one specifically, because this makes me want to turn it off, either mute or just go fucking play the game myself.
Yeah.
When something happens on screen, there's a specific interaction that happens, and sometimes the other commentator can be involved in terms of like an argument, or it's just one commentator out of the team like hyper focusing that one interaction, starts then, you know, like theory crafting and talking about or deep diving all the possible things that could have happened in that interaction, and now instead of focusing on the match, and we've seen like potential comeback happen, a super in a man's face on Wake Up, you know, fucking ridiculous plays being made, and we're still talking about the interaction that happened 30 seconds ago, going so far as to talk about what that move framed that it was in a previous game. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up, bro. There's a game in front of you, guy. Like, are you not seeing what's happening in front of you? Why are we talking about shit that happened 5 years ago? Why?
Exactly.
That shit drives me nuts.
No, you're right.
You know
This
what?
is an exciting grand finals, but let's go back to that fucking frame punish in
Let's
game
go back
3.
to losers round 1. When
Yeah,
that
bro,
comeback almost
shut the
happened.
fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck. Nobody cares. Talk about that shit after the game. Talk about that shit between rounds. Like that's the
When you
time
have
you
some
can really get
downtime.
it. Yeah, downtime, you can get in on that shit.
They go back to
Downtime,
character select or whatever.
you know, you can talk about, like, you know, fucking how reused Middle Knuckle went, like, in a fucking penis head worth farther than in Street Fighter V. Like, you fucking talk all you want, that nonsense. But in the middle of the match, man, like I've seen impressive comebacks come. And then the worst part is too, since they're so invested in the shit that was happening before, when something does crazy, like something does happen that's crazy, and the match comes back from the brink, the guy's like on the verge of defeat, he fucking rescues you from the jaws of fucking defeat. We take that victory, and the commentator's response is, "Oh well, yeah, that was a good DP."
I hate that so much.
Because they were fucking out of it for the entire match. They were out of it.
It's so noticeable. It's so jarring. It pulls you out of the experience. I hate it.
So we definitely got to reorder my pet peeves, because the running joke can go underneath that one. Underneath.
All right, fair enough.
Character development happens here quite often here on the Barnyard.
Listen, I'm self-aware, bro. I'm self-aware.
You come here broken and you leave. You know, you leave saved. We fix people.
We are the gift that keeps on giving.
The FGC rehab.
I feel renewed. It's like you guys baptized me in piss and shit, and I came out the other end.
That is the delectable.
Came out
bad
clean,
before.
marinated, and ready to go.
in just human fecal matter. God bless.
You reminded me, actually, now that you mentioned the whole like jokes being pushed and go out to die. It's a little off topic, but I do have to tell it because I actually think it's quite funny. I think you might get a laugh out of it.
Hit me.
It was years ago, fucking years ago. I was hanging out with just a bunch of men. It was an old community that I used to take part in and organize in things. And there was a guy there who was the epitome of not being self-aware and not being able to like, being able to realize when, maybe shut the fuck up, friend. I will not name his name. He's actually notorious on YouTube, for all the wrong reasons. But I will not name him. I will not name him. We were hanging out, and I think we were walking from point A to B, so I can't remember where. But we're passing a road, and there's a Ford that drives past. Just a random Ford. And he looks at it, and he points at it, and he's just like, wow, that car looks really affordable. And like, we're all like, okay. We're like, all right, whatever.
Funny.
You're funny. And he like doesn't get a reaction. So 4 seconds later, I said that car looks really affordable. And again, no reaction, no fucking reaction. So like a third time.
Oh no.
I said that car is, and I cut him off. I'm like, cunt, we fucking heard you the first time. It wasn't funny then, it's not funny now. Shut up.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Bro, talk to him.
I'm dropping my...
Interact with me, please!
I'm dropping my fucking napalm on this bitch. I can't...
Give me attention,
White
please!
Phosphorus' underdeveloped village. Hit him.
You guys,
like what
TTH
TTH was saying. Interact with me, please!
Interact with me, please! You guys have the honor of walking down the street with me and hearing the things that are coming out of my mouth.
I'm
so you need to pay
desperate
attention.
for social interaction.
Yeah, that's it. It's
You
all about
get
me
the
anyway.
honor of walking with me. Now listen to my fucking... the pinnacle of comedy.
Everybody knows you.
Kino.
Everybody knows you guys are fucking side characters. I'm the main protagonist, bitch.
You're all NPCs. I
is
am
my
the
story.
player character.
That's right.
Oh shit! something that I do want to ask, and because you have been notable and predominant in a lot of different orgs and communities, and you have worked with a ton of people, ton of commentators in this region, and I'd like to know personally, who do you reckon in our scene would be a potential, like, maybe if they really pushed and like kept on the hustle, could potentially be like a breakout caster per se, or like the notable names in the scene, or even people just who could make it internationally per se if they really put the hustle on.
They really put the hustle in? That's tough, man, because honestly I think we do have a lot of good commentators in the scene. There's few and far between, like in terms of just general numbers. But let's see, man. Like, if they really, really fucking worked hard at it.
Because I know, like, for me
God.
personally, like, my two picks, and I remember back, like, during my time with Hold Forward, I remember when, because I think I was one of the people who was originally picking the people to do comms. And I distinctly remember the first two names I threw in the hat were you and Fischl.
Well, I was gonna say Fischl.
Fischl, 100%, that motherfucker can cast
when I get
like
on the mic with him,
business.
it's... Yeah, when we duo together, it's ridiculous.
Well, that's why
it's so easy. It flows so easy, dude.
It even goes back to our point earlier about, like, you saying that, like, you'll learn, like, you'll commentate games that you don't know. When we got you on for Killer Instinct at the Action. And
I've never played that game
and you
before,
guys, like,
ever.
sat
Rowdy was
down
throwing you.
right before the bracket, and you've got, like
30 minutes.
You got
30
Howdy
minutes
showing
tutorial.
you the fucking game. And you
remember
guys
that.
are like, and I'm hearing you on commentary, and I'm like, these motherfuckers just make it work. And it sounds like... And it's sounding really fucking high-end as well. Like, it's crazy.
It was funny. I don't think about this shit, but yeah, you're right. Nah, I really don't think about it at all. But no, you're right. We did. We just had a 30-minute tutorial. I asked Rowdy, okay, this character, what's his archetype? Oh, he's a grappler. Okay, what's his what's like the big shit that I should look out for? Like, what's his game plan? What's his command grab? Show me what that looks like. You know, show me what a string looks like. Okay, I got it. Gotcha. Any other particulars? That's it. And basically just went like that with every single character to kind of get an idea, a general sense of like what to expect on screen and when something was actually like worthy of fucking losing my shit about. That's the only thing that's the foundational shit that you need. And then after that, you just wing it, man. Just wing it.
Well, again, that's why that's why I view you and Fischl so highly, because every time I've seen you guys jump from game to game, I remember Fischl was doing BlazBlue Central Fiction as well. Same thing, like, his work with Dragon Ball, which is like the most predominant stuff he does. It all just sounds so fucking high end. Like, in my personal pick, if it were notable commentators, like you two specifically, I can't think of two better commentators in the region that could make the jump if, like, the opportunities and the avenues were there.
Well, that's very humbling and flattering, Charles. I gotta thank you for that.
Not a problem. I live to give.
Yeah, teehee. So, I'm proud of the commentators in the scene. If I have to give shout outs, I would say, because I'm not meaning to exclude anyone. This is me working with people that I've, actually commed with before, and I feel that are fucking solid, and maybe just need a little bit of work right now, and they could be a breakout. Obviously, there are other commentators I've been with that they just need more experience in general, and I'm sure that if they dedicated the time, they can make it. But in terms of people right now who probably have the skill to do it, who just need to clean up a few things, I would say GL Phoenix.
Love GL. Shout out to GL.
I would say Tech.
Tech too? Fuck yeah.
And I would say, and I know people are going to get all mad at me about this, but he just needs to clean up his act a little bit. I would say Antonov.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, I knew the reception there wasn't
going to be Antonov, because Antonov's like...
No one's gonna like, yeah, Antonov.
Antonov's genuinely been cooking. Like, I've been watching the Mayhem stuff that he's been putting out. And the man has dedicated. Grown. The man has
He's
grown.
dedicated. He's dedicated. There's a few things he needs to address, and then I think he'd be on his way. But again, this is not even close to covering how much potential we've got in the scene, because we do have a lot of potential. We do have a lot of commentators out there that are busting ass. Some that I am obviously unaware of because I haven't either touched the game or have not commentated with them before. So don't take this as like TTH's only Bible shit. Like, this is the only commentators that I think are fucking worthy of mention. That is not what I'm saying. See, I'm covering all bases to make sure that people don't clip me.
Someone will take this out of context.
Well, it's gonna happen anyway. But at least I got the tapes. Like, there's some refutation going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some evidence. There's some evidence of me saying it's not definitive.
Well, I think it was also... You've also got guys like Midnight, who is arguably
Midnight's also good.
one of the
Midnight's also good.
one of the best SAs. Because the thing is, he works the analytical angle as well as the hype angle so fucking well. He can like flip from point A to B so goddamn well.
Right.
We just have so much fucking potential in this region. It's crazy.
Which is nice though, because I mean it's small enough as it is, low pop, and then of course in a niche environment.
Well, I guess that's why
general people
networking is so
low.
important. Like,
It is.
Like, the last thing you'd want to do is make a complete ass of yourself and completely alienate yourself from the community and not be able to work with people again. That would be really unfortunate.
Oh no!
Who could do that?
Who could do that? I don't know. Not gonna name
boy.
names.
I mean, whichever way you slice it, I'm sure it'll happen to someone.
Talking that good shit, Jesus.
But, like, that being said, though, like, literally speaking, it is so important to, like, going back to the networking point even, like, the fact that we have such a niche community full of such amazing talent, and we've seen a lot of, like, upstart orgs coming out here. Like, as I said, you got, like, Antiku that, like, started up not too long ago.
Yeah, they're very new.
Mayhem,
Yeah, they're
as I
very
said,
new.
Mayhem's, like, really pushing harder now than they were at the start.
Yep.
The fact that you can create such good working relationships with these people, like, and as I said, when I was with Hold Forward, the fact that I was able to just message you and go, hey, you know, if you're free, I'd really love if you'd like to, you know, if you want to jump on comms for the night. And the fact that we have that, like, that relationship where, like, you'll be like, yeah, that's cool, fucking put me on, we'll do this, and we'll make
put
some
me
cool
on,
shit.
man.
And, you know, a project that, you know, my baby being able to be voiced by someone who I genuinely have a shit ton of respect for to make the product and the game that I'm putting out there look and sound infinitely better is amazing. And these guys potentially starting up these avenues and orgs and stuff, or even just running one-off events, being able to, like, go, hey, I really like this guy's commentary voice, I'm going to approach him and go, hey, you know, do you want to do, like, a night's work and fucking come hang out? And it's so gratifying. It's so gratifying to have that in our community.
It's pretty hype, man. I gotta say.
It's so fucking good, dude.
Like, and personally for me, the way the community came through for me when I was going through my shit, I was blown away, dude. I have to say again, big thanks to everybody that came through. Finally got the trip organized. It was like pulling fucking teeth. I can't tell you how much bullshit.
Nice. It's really good to hear.
I can't. Dude, I was supposed to leave like months ago, and it just one thing after another. No place to stay. My sister wasn't ready. Fucking had to pay for this bullshit. The unexpected lawyer bullshit. It's been a mess. But I'm finally have the trip coming through.
That's good.
It would not have. There's no possible way this shit wouldn't have happened without the support that I got, and it was overwhelming.
That's the fact that, like, the community itself is like a family per se. Like, and it, again,
Close knit.
it all ties back to networking in some regard, because, like, at the end of the day, what you needed help then, and it was not a case of you've made these connections because you knew you were going to get something out of it. It's like, you have proven to these people through your hard work, your dedication, and just willingness to be there that you are someone worth having around, and you are a genuinely fucking upstanding person. So seeing all those, because I was witnessing it firsthand, seeing all the people pouring out. I myself, like, I tried to donate, retweeted and pushed that shit out.
It was incredible, dude. I went to sleep and I woke up and it was like goal reached, and that took a massive weight off me. It was fucking insane. That was nuts. That was nuts. I barely got a wink of sleep.
It really
I was just
goes
like, how
to
the
show.
fuck am I gonna do this? You know?
It really just goes to show just how good of a community we have, and like, we will ultimately protect those who do right by us, and you being able to offer what you're able to offer. And it goes further than just commentary per se. It's knowledge. It's knowledge too. Because you've taught me a lot of shit. Like, I've asked you for advice on a lot of shit, and I've ultimately become better at what I do because of it. It's ultimately just keeping those valuable people in a state where they want to come back, you know?
Well, hopefully, keep your fingers crossed for me, man. Because if the games take off the way I'm hoping they are, I'm gonna be able to pull off some crazy events and shit. Ooh. It's gonna be good.
This man's gonna hook me up with a fucking yacht. I'm so excited.
Bro, I told you, bro. I said I'm not stopping this shit until I'm on my deathbed. The same shit goes for the games because that's been a passion since I was a kid. Of wanting to been making games, and I took the plunge about 5-6 years ago, self-taught and everything. So
hell fucking yeah, dude.
We're coming up to the climax here, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna start releasing them now, and I don't need them to be blockbusters to maintain myself and like get my back on my feet. And eventually, one of them's gonna fucking take, goddammit. And when it does, you better watch out, man. We're gonna be doing some fun shit. I'm looking very forward to putting on some crazy stuff when we actually have some capital to play with.
I'm fucking eager to see it myself.
I'm excited.
I'm genuinely fucking eager, dude. I love new events popping up. They always make me giddy.
Fuck yes, dude.
Really moistens my waters, as the kids say.
Oh.
Yeah, have we been too wholesome these past like 20 minutes? Shouldn't we be talking?
We better flip it back quick.
Stuff?
Hey, Khan.
Yo.
Knock knock. Say who's there.
Yeah, no, I was waiting to see a reaction.
No, say
who's there.
I hate you. Let's go to the.
I hate you who? No, finish it. I hate you who?
I hate you who? There was no joke. That was the joke I was just meant to stop. Damn, continuity. I can't believe it.
I know, there's a whole like cinematic,
we're about
like, you know,
the Marvel
MCU,
cinematic,
we have the BCU.
The Bahnyard cinematic universe. But it's all just shit jokes that eventually lead to something.
Yeah, and just like chocolate bars being, yelled at each other really aggressively. Tronky.
Which one of us will get cancelled first?
Bro, honestly, when I heard the pilot and I heard the Tronky shit, someone told me you couldn't say that. I was in tears. I was like, we need more of this.
I was in tears in real life, bro. It was the funniest fucking thing.
The tears in real life, that is the funniest fucking shit. Dude, I lost it.
It was so fucking funny.
I'm glad to hear that. It was so good. I'm glad to hear that, TTH.
That was the fucking best part. I was like, oh my god, we need more of this.
Y'all are out there, like, redefining the landscape with your hard work and your ethics. Khan and I are out here redefining the landscape with new words that you can't say at events.
I know, unless you're the right ethnicity, you can't say the word.
You must be this non-white.
Tronky, you fuckwit.
You must be this not white to access the Tronky card.
Dude, I sure hope that Kinder actually gives us a sponsor, like for Tronkies. I hope that we get that sponsorship deal in the mail. In the PR.
I'll be the openly white-skinned racist guy saying Tronky nonstop, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I am genuinely tempted, like, for OHN, to get like Redbubble shirts made up that just have like a bit crushed, stretched out like image of the Tronky box on it.
Dude, I would love that.
Just wear that around and like people will be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'll be like,
"You have to get me one, bro."
These are jokes that you'll understand if you tune into the Bahnyard every Tuesday, fortnightly, or whenever the fuck this drops. If Khan doesn't actually upload it at the right time.
I will. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you've successfully, handled the Tuesday night slot quite well. So let's just hope that you can keep doing that.
I'll try my best.
That's all I ask from you, and if you fail, then I'll silently judge you.
Get a new co-host.
Nah, it's too much. Nah, it's too much effort. Good point. I think history has kind of dictated pretty well that I'm not exactly good at holding down partners.
Oh my goodness.
Damn!
So, the last question I want to ask before we start to wrap things up here, and it's something that I have actually heard you talk about, what are some techniques that you have to sort of maintain the voice for long periods of time with commentary?
Yes,
because at the end of the day, you're going to be doing stints for like 2 to 3 to 4 hours at a time, and ultimately for like newer guys, they're going to sit there, they're going to like talk, they're going to get really excited, and their voices are going to be burnt out 1 to 2 hours in, and if they've done that thing where they're trying to put themselves out to many different spots, they're gonna sound like complete shit for the next game, and that completely kills any chance of them being able to like properly
showcase
use
their
these
proper stuff.
or like use future clips in like reels and stuff. Like,
yeah.
What are some do you have any particular techniques for yourself or like anything of the sort?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm starting. The more I do have some shit that I share. Definitely, I'm also starting to think that I'm kind of a freak of nature in a certain sense, because I don't know. Like everyone looks at me and they're like, "How the fuck are you still going after 6 hours of like nonstop?" I don't know, but I'll tell you what I do. First of all, I treat it like I'm singing, in the sense that I'm summoning a lot. When I get loud, it's normally from the stomach or the gut rather than the throat. Like you want to kind of focus in on that projection from your chest rather than the top. Because if you normally speak loud without thinking, it's at the top of your throat, right? Whereas if you really deep breath and focus on projecting from your chest, but you can barely hear the fucking difference what I'm doing, but I'm changing right now. I'm doing it from the gut and from the chest. You take all the stress off your throat, which is once you tire out your throat, once you tire out the vocal cords, you're fucked.
You're done.
It's over. So it does take a lot of concentration, because normally you don't do this while you're normally speaking. So when I'm on the mic, the moment I sit in front of the mic or we start streaming or whatever, I am a performer at that point. I'm performing. So that's my cue. That's my cue then to shift the focus to I'm singing, I'm performing, I'm putting on a performance, it's showtime, rather than me normally speaking. So that helps remind me to employ that. So I'm able to go for hours at top volume, max volume, going fucking ballistic, without hopefully without straining the voice. You're gonna strain your voice regardless, I think, over time, no matter, like, this technique just kind of helps lessen it to a certain extent. So I know, Barry, you've seen me, and I'm sure you saw me con at ACT.
Oh, I can't remember what game it was specifically that I think you yourself.
I think it was Street Fighter, maybe.
You yourself admitted you were like, I need to just I know I've committed to the next 2 to 3 games.
Oh, I remember this.
But I need to sit one of these out, because you sounded like death.
Oh, it's fucked. Oh yeah,
I remember that.
No amount of fucking honey or anything was gonna save that, bro. If you kept going for another 6 hours, you were gonna die.
I took that break was enough though for me to recover to get back into it.
Because you did Strive. Was it Strive you did, or
I did Strive?
Yeah.
Strive as well. Yeah. So I was commentating. I think the longest I went for is, well, obviously, an hour in between games and stuff for brackets to start up. But I think on average every day I was there, I was doing 8 hours of commentary a day, from morning to when we stopped.
Because I know you did KI. You were KI on the Friday.
Yeah.
I think, were you Marvel on the Saturday?
Yes.
You were Marvel on the Saturday. Fuck, what was after Marvel?
And that was Strive. Strive was at one point. I think Strive was a 2-day thing. So I think Strive was also Saturday.
Strive was 2 days.
Yep. So it was KI, Marvel, Strive. I did some Street Fighter 2 as well.
Yeah.
So,
and then on the Sunday it was SF5 top 8, and then I think Strive top 8.
That's right.
You're a goddamn workhorse, man. Fucking cunt. You cannot hold this cunt down.
Listen, bro, if I'm gonna travel, I'm there to do a fucking job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not there to fuck around. I'm here to commentate. So on that note, despite me having to take the break, and the reason why I had to take the break, I fucked up with KI, and I did not employ the fucking chest gut technique. And I fucked myself. I
will say for KI though that you gave us some of the best moments in KI ANZ history.
It was too hype, bro.
I remember when we had to make I was putting together the trailer for the return of season 3 for Hold Forward. And I had so much content to work for KI, because I was like, I'm gonna use the action. And there were like fucking 7 or 8 moments with you in it that I'm just like, I want to use this, I want to use that. I ended up using the one where you knocked, where Rowdy knocked Boxhead into losers from winners finals.
Oh my god, that was so hyped, dude.
That is arguably one of my favorite like commentary performances of yours. Something about it just clicks. I don't know how to explain it. Admittedly, you kind of fucked yourself, but you did it in the name of the ever-glorious Killer Instinct 2013.
Yeah, it was good. It was worth it. It was worth it.
It was so worth it.
Besides that, the real quick and easy, I think every commentator should take, whether it's just casual or not, because it's going to save you a lot of pain. Strepsils and honey. Raw honey.
Yeah.
No joke. Straight from the fucking bottle. And like treat it like fucking oil for your car engine, bro. Just you know, fucking as much as you can stomach, and just let it go down easy. No chewing, no nothing. Just fucking let it flow, and that shit will keep you protected for ages. And like on big nights and stuff during majors, when I'm just back and forth, constant. If you ever look at the comms booth, man, I've got one with me. Like if I show up without honey, I fucked up. Yeah. I am not doing this correctly. You got to take care of your tool, which is in this case your voice, not your dick. Okay, so we're not talking about that.
Do not take care of your dick. You have heard it first, ladies and
Do
gentlemen.
not wash.
No, that's later, Charles.
Jerk that shit with a cheese grater, boys. This motherfucker don't care no more.
What the fuck? No, not like that. Jeez, you Pain Olympics, son.
Pain Olympics.
I don't need tissues anymore. I got sandpaper.
Oh,
Pain
shit.
Olympics, bro. That's a throwback.
How is it a throwback? You're like
old,
fucking. You're like 12 years old. How the fuck is that a throwback?
I don't know. When
It's
I was younger,
old.
my
It's
friends
old
just
man
sent me
shit.
stuff. And it
That's
was
something
just,
that Khan isn't old. We're old. We're dinosaurs. This motherfucker's a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Cabbage Patch. It was Sour Worm Kid. Sour Patch Kid, whatever they're called.
Oh shit! Well, thank you,
Thank you,
TTH.
TTH.
Thank you very much for joining us. Always a fucking
I don't know how you
pleasure.
tolerated me for like over an hour.
I flew by. It was good.
Look at it this way. We tolerate you at the start of every episode of the Barnyard and the outro of every episode of the Barnyard. If you haven't noticed by now, that is in fact
this is the man,
TrashTierHuman.
This is him.
In the intro.
Oh,
He
shit.
popped off with the recording. Thank you for that, by the way. You popped
I
off.
literally remember like when we were setting all this up, and I'm like, I want to do like a cool little podcast intro thing, and I'm like, I want someone to like word it in, and I'm just like, I cannot think of a better person who I want to do this. Like straight away, I'm like,
I've been exposed, bro.
I was like, yo, I need you on this. I fucking need it. Like it's so good. So thank you very much for being part of this, and in general just supporting the podcast, because by doing that you have supported us, unfortunately. So your name will be forever attached to it.
Oh shit!
No, you've hit rock bottom.
You will go down when the allegations go out. You will go down with the
allegations, the twitlongers.
The twitlonger will be dropped, and you're going down with the shit.
My experience with Khanage 5.
Listen, the TrashTierHuman, the name, the logo, the image, the likeness, it was all tactical decision making, man. I'm a businessman.
He
at
knew,
heart.
bro. He's from the future.
I anticipated all kinds of stupid shit I was gonna get myself into, and I said, you know what? I need the perfect cover for this.
The twitlonger was a
that's what
fucking
we're talking
7-3 matchup, but in whose favor?
I had the cheat code. I had the game genie for that motherfucker, man. I had the cheat engine for that shit, bro. Like I was ready. I was ready for it.
Or it's got the hex editor.
Hell yeah.
God, well, also, and a huge thank you once again to Khan, my always lovely co-host. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you.
It's always good to be on the podcast, do some recording. I hope you had fun, future Khan, and everyone watching.
I hope all of you at home had fun, because we sure as fuck had a good time.
We had a good time, yeah.
But
oh yeah, absolutely.
As we always say here, as we wrap things up into a neat little package.
Yep.
We've been the Barnyard. You've been beautiful. Now would you kindly do me the exquisite service of getting the fuck out of my house? Good night.
You've been listening to the Bahnyard. We'll see you next time for another installment of the hottest mess this side of the ANZ FGC. Until next time, stay gnarly.